Okay, yes. Okay, let's get these ready. Hey there! Come on in. Yeah, come in. Would you like to get your face painted today? Excellent. Yeah, I would love to do that for you. I hope you're enjoying the fall festival today and that I can make it a little bit more festive for you. Yeah, just take a seat. We'll get things all ready here. Let me just get my paints reset and everything. And you know, you look familiar to me. Have I painted your face before? Oh, yes, at the Samba Festival. I remember. Yeah, we spent a good bit of time together that afternoon, and you let me do sort of a whole collage of interesting things on your face. Oh, well, that's fantastic. It's great to see you again. I'm so glad you're here. Are you enjoying yourself today? Are you becoming a regular on the festival circuit? Oh, cool. Yeah, well, this is certainly one of my favorite times of year. And, I really did have fun volunteering at the Samba Festival and doing the face painting there. So, when I heard that they were looking for volunteers for today to kind of get into the fall spirit, I decided that, I just couldn't say no. I always come to this festival anyway because I really enjoy all the sights and sounds, and I thought it would be fun to volunteer and get to connect with some people and see old friends. So that's really cool. Yeah. Okay, well, you just make yourself comfy and let me get, I think I have a nice clear palette here. Make sure I have all my brushes set. And yeah, you can definitely hear it is a very windy day today. It's definitely got that autumnal crispness in the air, and I think it's a perfect day for the festival. You can see I put on my super cozy fleecy shirt today. This is the first time that I've worn this. Yeah, it's not exactly a sweatshirt. It's not a hoodie, it doesn't have a hood, but it has this nice thick collar on it. Yeah, it's really nice. And I was thinking today, that since I was going to be doing the face painting, I might not want to have a scarf because that might kind of get in my way. Usually I'm a big scarf person. So I thought that this would be just right because I can stay nice and cozy and keep out the chill, but hopefully still have the dexterity I need to be doing the face painting. Okay, yeah, nice and cozy. So is there anything in particular you were thinking about that you wanted to have painted on your face today? Yeah, I have a lot of nice colors as usual here. I have quite a colorful palette. So, we've really got the whole rainbow here, but particularly in the fall arena of colors, we have some nice reds and yellows and oranges, another yellow there. This is a nice warm golden yellow. It's another nice orange, and this red. Yeah, this is a nice red. Actually, this little trio up here in the corner, this red and yellow and orange, is quite nice. And this is a lovely brown over here. And then, of course, we can incorporate any colors that you want to. We don't have to stick just to the fall palette, but just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what we're working with here. Do you have any thoughts off the top of your head? You're totally open. Okay, that's my favorite kind of person to work with. Well, I did actually bring a few items from nature to inspire people. You can see I've got the ornamental corn here behind me and all these beautiful colors, and then some dried herbs hanging out behind me as well. Just wanted to set the mood of the fall harvest and all of that. So you might take inspiration in some of that. But then I also brought along this cute little pumpkin. Isn't this adorable? Yes, there's a stand just down the way there that is selling these for $1. Just $1 for a cute little mini pumpkin. So if you want to get one to take home with you, I think they are a wonderful souvenir. So I could do this kind of traditional pumpkin shape. We could do that on one of your cheeks, or we could do sort of the top view of the pumpkin. That could be cool too, but I think that's always a nice, just a nice symbol of the season that we could incorporate somehow into your design. And then I also brought along a few leaves. I gathered a few leaves this morning. Yes, I'm obviously very into the season. We have this maple leaf. Oh, see, the tip came off. They are quite delicate. I could give you a lovely pointy tip if you would like me to paint one of these. But this just gives you an idea. We've got the maple leaf. Yeah, you can take a look at that. Lovely maple leaf. And you can see how we really could blend in the colors together, the reds and the yellows and the oranges. And I could even use the browns to make, sort of the veins and lines of the leaves. So that could be lovely. And then we have this oak leaf. This is just kind of a simple tan brown. Oop, don't want my birch leaf to blow away here. I have to keep track of these. So we have the oak leaf and we have the birch leaf. I really like the shape of the birch leaf. It's got this nice kind of teardrop shape, little teardrop shape, but then very closely, if you look very closely, there are these little kind of serrated edges. So very gently, softly serrated. So if we drew a birch leaf on your cheek, I could kind of feather it out along the edges and give that little subtlety. We could kind of play that up a little bit and do that. So we have the birch leaf and then we have the oak leaf. So we do have these sort of nature items that we could use for inspiration. And then I also have an apple. And honestly, this is just for me to have as a snack later if I need it. I picked this up from another booth down that way that is selling all sorts of amazing apple products. So this is really lovely. And I just thought this too might be a nice inspiration for something for face painting. You could do a little grouping of apples or just one. I mean, you could have apples on the apples of your cheeks. All sorts of things you could do with this. And it's just such a beautiful color, isn't it? The way the reds and the yellows blend together, and it's just such a neat shape. And I don't know, I just get really inspired by all the shapes and colors of the season. And this might just spark some ideas for you. And then, we have these kind of botanical directions that we could go in, of course. Or we could also get a little bit Halloween-y. Halloween is only a few weeks away. I'm sure you've seen some of the kids running around have wanted to have more Halloween-type designs in their face paint. So I've done a few of those kinds of designs for them. I've done some superhero type things, if that's the costume that they're thinking about for this year. And I've done, some Frankenstein and Dracula and, some themes like that. And, if there's anything like that you're looking for, maybe a spider web or anything else like that that might strike your fancy, we could do that as well. I'm open to anything. I do my best. I'm not a professional artist, but I've gotten pretty good at getting creative with this sort of thing now that I've been building up a little bit of experience doing face painting. So anyway, so here's this beautiful apple, So like I said, you should definitely visit the apple booth. Smells lovely. Yeah, doesn't that smell nice? Yeah, it's really great. So, okay, well, enough with the inspiration, but I do like to give you lots of options to think about. And we don't have to be in any rush at all. Once again, you've caught me kind of at my slow time because most of the kids are over painting pumpkins right now. This is the time that they have set aside with all the supplies and everything for the kids to do the pumpkin painting. So most of them are not coming over for face painting right now. They want to focus on their own painting. So this is a great time. Oh, I have a little bit of leaf litter on my paints here. Don't want that. So this is a great time for us to focus on what you might want. So forgive me, I've been talking up a storm here. I get very chatty at these kind of events. But what is it that you think you are looking for? Let me just take a look here at your face, remind myself about your face shape and your coloring in case that might give me any inspirations or ideas. What are you thinking? Oh, okay, so you liked the leaves. Which one did you like? You liked the birch leaf. Okay, yeah, I thought this was really pretty too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do a few of these and I could sort of vary the coloring in them. You can see this one's yellow and has some little bits of green. So we could do one like that, but then we could also do some different shades as well. Yeah, okay, so maybe we could do a kind of leaf motif on one side. Yeah, yeah, and then a pumpkin. Yeah, I think that would be great. We could do a pumpkin right there on your cheek, and then we could have the birch leaves kind of gathering and cascading, kind of fluttering and falling down the side of your cheek. And I mean, there certainly are a lot of leaves fluttering and falling right now. I feel like I can hear everything literally falling right now from all the trees. Things are just plopping to the ground, leaves and acorns and little sticks. It truly is the fall. Okay, so we'll do a pumpkin and the birch leaves on maybe on this side of your face. Does that sound good? Okay, and then what were you thinking? Anything else? Do you just want to keep it simple on that side, or maybe something up here around your brow and your temple on the other side? A spider web. I think that is a great idea. What color were you thinking for your spider web? Let's look at the colors here. I mean, I do have a traditional, traditional blacks and browns, or we could do like a white, like a silvery. I guess that's more appropriate for a spider web. We could do a white and gray kind of silvery combo, and I do have some glitter down here, so we could give it that glittery spider web kind of vibe. Or of course we could pick any color that you might like. Purple, yeah, well I've got this really lovely deep purple here, and then this light lilac up here. So yeah, I could kind of outline it with the black and the purple, and then we could do some highlights with the lilac and the white. Would you like an actual spider in your spider web, or just the spider web? Not sure? Okay, we'll decide. We'll decide when we get there. We'll work on the web first, and then we'll see what you're thinking. And then we can put some glitter over that, and that sounds really lovely. Okay, cool. That will be very fun. Okay, let me just get organized here for a second. Let me just, it would probably be helpful. Could you just hold still? Yeah, just for a second for me. I just want to use this to kind of measure a little bit on your face so I can kind of decide if I put the pumpkin kind of right here, and then if we do a leaf there, and a leaf there, yeah, and maybe one more, maybe just a smaller one down there. I just want to get an idea of, yeah, if I do one like that length there, yeah, okay. I mean, we can kind of improvise as we go along, but I just want to make sure I leave enough room. I don't want to make the pumpkin so big that I don't end up leaving room for the leaves. surrounding it. So, okay, let me just take a look here at my pumpkin again, just to kind of remind myself of the scale. Do you like the shape of this pumpkin? It's not a super round pumpkin. It's got kind of this Cinderella shape. Is that what you would like to go for? Okay, cool. And do you like the length of the stem, or do you want it to have like a longer, more whimsical curly Q stem? Okay, yeah, maybe we'll put a couple little curls in the stem and that could go right up and blend in with the leaves. Okay, yeah. Okay, that sounds perfect. Okay, well, for the pumpkin, we do want to start out with just this lovely orange, I think. Lovely, nice, bright orange. Matches my paintbrush. And then we'll highlight it with some yellows and some whites. Does that sound good? Okay, excellent. Okay, let's see here. You know what? Actually, I think I might start with this slightly bigger brush. Slightly bigger brush. I will get my orange here and just come right in and start on the shape of your pumpkin. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So, are you enjoying yourself today? Yeah, what parts of the festival have you liked the best? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just all the people watching, and there are a lot of dogs here at the festival today. I feel like you can hear the dog antics around. It's nice that they allow dogs to come to the festival. Most of them have been well behaved today. They do bark a bit, but all the ones I've seen around have been very friendly and sweet. And just all different sorts of people enjoying the day. Yeah, let me get a little more there. And of course, the big question of the day is, what have you had to eat? Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, well, you kind of have to pace yourself, throughout the day. Make sure you leave room for lots of different stages of eating. You need to get the sweet and the savory in there. Okay, I think that is a good start on the orange. Now I think I'll come in a little bit with highlighting a little bit of the yellow just to give it a little more shape. Yeah, and all the music is just so lovely. Yeah, most of the music today is kind of like bluegrass, traditional kind of music, kind of old-timey, and I enjoy that kind of music. It's very nostalgic for me because that's the style of music I grew up with, and so I find it to be very, very soothing and comforting, and I just feel like it really goes with the feel of the fall day, the crispness of the air and all the wonderful smells in the air. Yeah, it's just very, very sweet and comforting to me. Yeah, and yeah, so back to food. I think that my favorite thing on the sweet side of things are the apple dumplings. Have you had an apple dumpling? Have you ever had an apple dumpling? Oh my goodness, you are in for such a treat. Yeah, so if you go down, I think it's probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 booths down that way. Yeah, past the main music area. If you go down there, you'll find the booth that's selling apple dumplings, and they are so delicious. Yeah, so it's basically just an apple that has been peeled and cored, and then they put cinnamon and sugar and butter in the open area where the core was inside the apple, and then wrap it up in dough and bake it. And so then the apple bakes and the juices come out and the sweetness from the cinnamon and sugar and everything inside, and it gets all oozy and soft and delicious. Makes my mouth water just thinking about it, and it smells so good. And then traditionally, let me see, let me not get too distracted by apple dumplings here. I want to make sure. Yeah, I think I'll work on the stem now. Let me get a different brush for working on the stem of the pumpkin, and we'll do that little sort of curly Q vine. Curly Q that you were talking about. Yeah, so then with the apple dumpling, you can eat it plain. See how that goes there. You can eat it plain, or you can have some milk poured on it, or you can have a little scoop of ice cream with it. And I like to have mine with ice cream because then you have the cool of the ice cream and the warm of the apple, And it's just really, really yummy. Oh, you can hear the train in the distance. Oh, I just love the whole sort of, I don't know, cavalcade of sound, the whole soundscape you get at the festival with the music and the birds and the winds. And there's some wind chimes for sale at a booth over there close by, so you can hear the wind chimes and now the train and, even the cars coming back and forth and kind of the hustle and bustle of the people and the cars and dogs. It's all really nice. But at any rate, I would highly recommend you try an apple dumpling. They're another nostalgic favorite for me because, let me just look at your pumpkin. Yeah, I think that looks good. Because my mom used to make apple dumplings growing up, and it's just one of my favorite things. Okay, you know what? I think I'll highlight a little bit of this light green as well on the stem. If that sounds good, and then I'll let you have a look at it here and see what you think. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Oh, that sounds delicious. Well, I'm glad you got to try one of those. Yeah, I think my other favorite kind of apple thing is the apple butter. Have you seen over in the far field there where they're making the apple butter? Yeah, they have it in these giant iron pots. I mean, giant iron pots with these long wooden stirrers. And they've been at it for like 2 days. People are like around the clock stirring the apple butter. And yeah, it's, kind of like it starts out as apple sauce. You just have this big pot of apples and you cook them down and cook them down and cook them down like applesauce. But then once it gets to the point where it would be like applesauce, you just keep going and you keep cooking it down and keep cooking it down with sugar, and it gets nice and caramelized, and it gets this really deep kind of amber coppery color, and it gets really thick. So then you can spread it on toast, and oh my gosh, apple butter is just such a treat. I would definitely recommend that you pick some of that up as well. One of the best things here at the festival. So, okay, well, I have some little hand mirrors down there. If you just want to pick one of those up and take a look, what do you think of your pumpkin? Does that look okay to you? Yeah, is that the shape that you were hoping for? And you know what, I'm going to do one more little highlight there on that side to even it out with that side. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, I think that looks good. So next we'll start on your birch leaves. Let me get another brush here, and I'll look once again at this birch leaf. Yeah. Okay, so I think, again, just kind of for my inspiration, on that side. Yeah, I think that will be just right. Okay, so we'll start out. Ooh, getting a little overcast there, yeah. The clouds came in front of the sun. That's what you never know about these kind of fall days. Sometimes they get quite hot when the sun comes out, and then it can also be quite chilly. So I guess we'll see what the rest of the day brings. It's still pretty early in the day. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this warm yellow, and then I'll mix it in with this cool yellow, and then we can have a combination, and then I'll highlight it with this green, just like the sample leaf that we had, and then I'll just do a variety, sort of a variation on those colors with the different leaves so that each one is unique. How does that sound? Okay, good. All right, I'll get a little bit of yellow here. Do your first leaf up here, kind of by your temple, next to your brow. Yeah, and we'll do that little feathering that we talked about, kind of. Yeah, that'll look pretty. That looks really nice already. Okay, and then we'll fill that in. Yeah, I really do like working with the botanical inspiration. It is extra fun because I feel like I'm, making you into part of the fall landscape, kind of like an autumn fairy. You're an autumn creature in and of yourself. Okay, and then we'll do a little bit of the green. Do a little bit of the green. Yep, and then fill in with that lighter yellow. Okay, so why don't you take a look just at that first one and see if you like how that looks? Yeah, you like that? Okay, so then I'll just sort of copy that one and we'll go down the side, kind of around your brow here, around the side of your face, down onto your cheek, and then all the way down around the pumpkin and down around to your chin. Does that sound good? Okay, we'll keep going. Let me just see. Yeah, wait, first if I want to do that one, I'll do that one. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, so have you done any of the other activities today? There's the pumpkin painting, and they have some other craft activities going on, and lots of arts and crafts to buy if you're interested in that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah, and they have, all the relay races. Yeah, those are coming up in about an hour, I think. And yeah, they are all kinds of cool relays. A lot of them are like firefighter inspired. They have a little firefighter relay for the kids because it's the local fire department that runs the relays. And so they have this really cute relay where teams of 3 kids can be firefighters. And so they start out laying down on the ground and then they say, fire alarm. And the kids have to jump up and put on the firefighters' coats and hats, which are, of course, huge on them. So it's adorable. And then the kids run over to the other side of the field and then they have an actual firefighter's hose set up that each of the kids, the 3 kids, hold, and one of the firefighters helps them, and the kids get to spray some water out of the hose, and they see how fast they can do it. It's adorable. And then they also have a firefighter's relay for adults, where adults climb up ladders and they have to do like a bucket brigade and pass water up and dump it into this thing and see who can fill it up the fastest. Yeah, it seems pretty intense to me. I don't know that I would want to participate in that, but it is pretty fun. Oh, you're thinking about it? Well, maybe I'll have to come over and watch then. That would be very entertaining. Okay. Yeah, and then they have all the lumber and wood, yeah, sort of like the lumberjack and wood cutting demonstrations where they use the long saws and cut off the cookies, as they call them, cut off the slices of the log and see how fast they can do it. And they have some other kind of like wood chopping, lumberjack type things going on. I believe there's axe throwing. There's an axe throwing competition. I think that's maybe held to the professionals, but then, they have volunteers. They have it in a very safe, contained area so that no one can get hurt. But yeah, they do a lot of fun old school things at this festival. And then they have a whole area too for kids games, which are, not hazardous like axe throwing, but there's sort of like these wooden tabletop games, and one of them's like a little catapult and things that kids can. One of them's kind of like a big sort of live action pinball game where they can tilt the table and make this little ball roll around and go into the little holes like through a maze. It's really quite intricate. Yeah, there's a lot of volunteers in town who put a lot into this to make it really special for everyone, so it's a lot of fun. Okay, let me just, yeah, we'll get a little more of that yellow, I think. Yeah, oh, that looks so nice. It really suits you, yeah. That looks lovely on you. Okay, I'm just gonna do, these are pretty quick to do, but I want to do that little feathering. On that one, and then down here right around your jawline. Okay, cool. So take a peek at those. Let me know what you think. Yeah, do they look good to you? Okay, excellent. Okay, so I think this whole side of your face here, actually, let me just put this down for a moment. I want to kind of lean in a little bit closer and see. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that looks nice. We'll wait and do the glitter at the end. We'll do that on both sides. So I think now, if you want to, I can go ahead and start on your spider web over here. And once again, I think I'll use this to kind of measure a little bit. Yeah, because we want it to go from there, down around, down around, down around. We want it to be symmetrical around the sides. Okay, yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, for this one, let me see. I think I'll use this brush. Let me just clean it off over here. Yeah, okay, and then, so we'll start the spider web with this deep purple. Is that what you were thinking? Yeah. Okay, that's great. Let me just get the purple. Get in nice and close to you here. And we'll just go up from the side of your eye here. Yeah, we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful, yeah. And then I'll do, connect them here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And then we'll go out to the outer a little bit, connect them here and here. Yeah. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks cool already. I'm so excited. Okay. I think I will accent it with a little bit of the black just to get the shape there. Again, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll go up here, and then we'll go here and here, and do that, and just do a little highlight there, Okay, good. Okay, and then I'll get some of this lighter purple. We'll do that over there. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Okay, cool. Let me see, and then I'll just... Yeah, this is pretty simple to do as well. I think I will use a little of this gray because that will highlight it, and then that'll give that kind of silvery spider web feel to it. Yeah, and so what are you thinking? Spider or no spider? Should I put a little spider in there? Okay, we'll put a little spider in there. I'll keep it just kind of a symbolic spider. We won't do it with too much detail, but what color for the spider? Purple and pink? A purple and pink spider? You got it. All right, let me just do that, and we'll do the body of the spider there, and then we'll do her little head, and then I'll highlight it with the pink, and then we'll do the legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll highlight that, and do a little bit extra there. That looks great. Okay, take a look with the mirror again and see what you think. Yeah, more pink. You got it. Okay, we'll do, maybe I'll try this little lighter pink up here. We'll do a few more pink highlights in the web and on this spider there. Okay, beautiful. Take another look. What do you think? Okay, cool. Okay, so is that enough? Do you want to do anything here on this other side of your chin, or nope? You think that's good enough for now? Okay. Well, if later in the day you decide you want to add anything else, you come back and see me, because you are like my favorite face paintee of the day. So don't hesitate to come back and see me, okay? Okay, well, let's finish up by getting some glitter on you, okay? We definitely need that. I'll use this big brush for my glitter. So let me just get there in my glitter palette. And then we'll come in close here, and over on this side I'll give you a little on your pumpkin, and then up around your leaves. Yeah, I'll slow down a little there because I don't want it to be too thick. I want to get it spread out nice and even there. Get a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Beautiful. Some glitter. Glitter never hurt anybody. This is a very multifaceted glitter, so it really brings out all the colors. Yeah, and this paint should stay pretty well through the end of the day, but then it'll wash off easily tonight whenever you want to wash your face before you go to bed. So no worries about that. It's very gentle and non-toxic and all that good stuff. So, okay, then let me do the glitter on this side. Yeah, and it looks like the kids are finishing up their pumpkin painting over there. Yeah, at 4 o'clock is kind of the big event of the day, the Great Pumpkin Roll. Do you know about that? Okay, well, all of the kids will take their pumpkins. Let me get a little more glitter here. Will take their pumpkins over to that big hill over there on the end of the lawn, and believe it or not, they will roll their pumpkins down the hill. Yeah, it's like a little race to see whose pumpkin will roll down the hill the fastest, and it's a pretty steep hill. The first time I ever observed that tradition, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I hope no kids fall. I hope, the pumpkins don't go crashing everywhere, but somehow they manage it, and they do it. The kids do it in groups. They do it by age. They kind of do it grade by grade, that the kids do it all the way from like down to the little teeniest kids up through kids in high school. And I guess, a little more glitter for people who've been coming to this festival for years. It's a big tradition for them. So even like the high school kids are still into doing the pumpkin roll. So yeah, it's really quite fascinating and exciting to watch. So I would recommend that you stick around until the Great Pumpkin Roll so you can see it in action. Okay, so your spider web looks nice and glittery. I think I will go ahead and put just a touch of glitter down the rest of this side of your face and over here in the places where we didn't paint anything, just to give you that kind of glowy, sparkly glow all over, if that's okay. Okay, that makes it fun. Okay, so I'll do a little bit down on this side of your jaw, and can I do a little bit on your nose? Okay, just a little bit on your nosy. Give you that little shimmer for the day. I mean, who doesn't want to be shimmery, Nice and shimmery. Yeah, and I have this is just sort of the regular glitter, but I remember I also have this little bit, I only have a little bit of it left, this glitter that is more autumn colors, that's like red and orange and yellow and gold. This one's a little bit more silvery. Would you like a little bit of that special autumnal glitter? That's like my special little secret stash of glitter. Okay, good, let me find that. That's over, oh yeah, okay. All right, so we'll do a little bit of that on your cheeks. And I'll do a little bit of that on your nose as well. A little bit on your chin. And a little bit on your forehead. Okay. So do you have any plans immediately after we're through here? What are you going to do next? Food again? You're getting hungry? I don't blame you. We've talked so much about food. Well, the other thing, my favorite savory thing, is that there's a woman, she's all the way down at the end of things on that side. You kind of have to go all the way to the end of the booths, but it's worth doing it. There's a woman down there who sells egg rolls that she makes. They're amazing, and she serves them with this delicious sauce. Yeah, they're vegetarian, and oh my gosh, they are just my favorite savory treat. They are so good, and the woman is such a sweetheart. She always has her son and daughter there who are teenagers, and they are like helping her run the booth and sell them, and every year I tell her that that is my absolute favorite food of the festival. So I would highly recommend that you take the walk down there. It'll help you work up your appetite even a little more, and then you will enjoy the treat at the end. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll take a look. Take a look in the mirror again. Anywhere else that you want a little more glitter? You like the glitter on your nose? You want a little more? Okay, see, once you get started with this stuff. And then I'll do just a little outside your brows here. Okay, wow. Well, I think that you look fantastic. Oh my goodness, you look so festive. You look so fallish. You are absolutely dazzling. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was relaxing for you. I really had a lot of fun. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the food, enjoy the games, enjoy all the cool booths and crafts people, enjoy the music. I really hope you enjoy the music. That's one of the special elements to me. And I hope you just have a wonderful day. And who knows, maybe I will see you again at some other festival or event, you know, just seek out the face painting booth and you never know, I might be here. Okay, well, happy autumn to you. Enjoy your day, friend. See you later.